listening to Second Wind with Joyce Buford, where women who are ready to expand their life adventure discover the tools to stop playing small and tap into the courage required to enjoy their second wind. Welcome. Happy holidays. This is an exciting time for all children, adults, everybody that loves this holiday season. For me, it's called Christmas because I live in the United States and I am a Christian. And so we're celebrating the holy days of Christianity through Merry Christmas, the Christmas season. If you're in another country, you may be celebrating a different holiday season. But anyway, I'm sure you're celebrating the end of December, the end of the year soon. So in this holiday season, I wanted to be very open and honest with you and share some of the struggles that we are experiencing here in the United States. In this holiday season this year, many Americans have many different thoughts that perhaps we've ever had before. I know for me, I am most concerned about my country, America. For me, I have never seen such turmoil in my homeland. I did live through the racial transitions of the schools back in my younger days in the 1960s. But other than that, I have not seen my America that I love go through so much pain and struggle. I have seen through media some of our government leaders change from respected men and women to acting out as if they are childish rebels, acting out in a class that we may call the House of Representatives or Senate. I wish and I watch in disbelief at what I see. I watch greed and dishonesty become the norm in our country. How do you feel about this change in our leadership? We are not a people fighting for one united country. We are now a country fighting for each person's cause. The word freedom does not mean the same to us all. And because I am Anglo-Caucasian, I know I have never had to face the injustice of race or color, nor do I think I have been part of the persecution of race or color. However, I do believe silence can be a tool for injustice. As I watch our country and the world disrespect our planet, I fear for the human race. Educated people tell of the threat to our planet and our lives. If we do not pay attention to our earth, we will suffer. Even with the visible signs of erratic weather causing fires, floods, and storms, as a whole, we accept it as if it's just life acting up. And we ignore these voices telling the peril coming to our lives. We must change our ways of greed and pay attention to these warnings. What are my anchors in my life? During times like this, we each need something to support us, calm us, give us hope for tomorrow. This again is very individual. For me, I am Christian, as I have said before, so my faith is in God. For you, there are many religions which talk about love and peace. These are those anchors we all need. Time in prayer connects us and you to the peace and love of each individual. How do you connect with the faith of peace and love? During Christmas, the holy days for Christians, one of the ways we can connect with God is with the music. Many churches offer open gatherings for listening to the promise of God through this season. Our music tells the story of his birth that leads to a man walking with us to share the words of belief in God. You will have to understand that I know there are other doctrines and faiths that believe in love and peace. I would be lacking to try to explain them since I practice only one, and that is Christianity. I encourage you to explore the doctrines in our countries that live by peace and love. I know this podcast has been very different than you may have heard before from me, but I wanted to be real with you today. To be real is about sharing my concerns and the fears about those concerns that we are all facing to some degree. I still believe in the importance of the transitions that we all face in our lives. So if I believe that a woman or a man going through a transition, hers or his, leads to positive change and growth, then I must believe there will be positive change in our lives through this turmoil that we are enduring now. It is through the pain that we grow. And you know, as much as we all would love to skip the pain, we cannot. This excruciating pain is the fire that jolts our awakening forward. What are we willing to accept as individuals in our lives? What are you willing to accept in a country? As we have seen in the media, it cannot always be fought in our government, but it can be fought through our daily lives. We can bring the light to the darkness by simply being aware of the peace and love we each can share. Through acts of justice and blame, we deplete our peace. Love does not fight to be right. It is accepting of our differences. Accepting does not mean agreeing. It is understanding the pain that is under the hostile behaviors. As I look outside my window, I see a beautiful blue sky. The sun is shining and leaves are falling. There are birds sitting on the branches, and every once in a while, a squirrel runs up the tree. It is peaceful here, and I am thankful for this moment. You may find peace in watching your children play or holding a new puppy. There are moments of peace around us always, but sometimes we miss seeing these moments. We must slow down and take the time to train our thoughts. Enjoy these precious moments. Only then can you turn from the darkness of these days to enjoying the peace and love around us. It is my wish that you have a blessed, happy holiday season, that you find the joy in these days, and that you find the peace that you may be searching for. It is my wish for you to find that peace and to share the love of the holiday season. And let's all carry it into 2022. Thank you for listening to Second Wind with Joyce. I get so much enjoyment out of knowing you are out there listening. Thank you for giving that gift to me. And I look forward to talking to you next week. Thanks. Have a great holiday.
Joyce Buford returns next week at the same time for another edition of Second Wind. Through the Joyce Buford Empowerment System, women are receiving the support they need through their transitions and are able to reclaim their true purpose with confidence. They receive the tools they need to map out new lives. You can find out more about her coaching services at joycebufordempowers.com.